Previously on Geeks Abroad. We arrived in London after not sleeping for 48 hours, only to miss our first train in search of coffee. Then we had another caffeine-fueled insane atrocity mad dash, courtesy of my bad French, and a lot of really kind people that are following us right now. Don't worry, we weren't hot messes the entire time, I promise it doesn't last long, but check out how nervous we were. Cue the bumbling idiots. So, we're actually going to the Zurich Games Festival. I don't know why I want to call it a festival. There's nobody in cosplay. Is there?
Yeah. Cosplay. Yeah.
I can call it whatever I want.
2, 1, 3.
So, we're going to the Zurich Games Festival. I want to call it the festival.
Alright, I'll start off.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. So, we're here at the Zurich Game Show.
One go.
So we're here at the Zurich Game Show.
We're not at the Zurich Game Show. We're actually at an apartment.
We are in Zurich, Switzerland. We are going to the Zurich Game Show in a bit before our big time panel. We're super excited, a little nervous, but mostly super excited to see everybody. So today we are now in Switzerland. It is the morning. There is a garden in the middle of a building. Pretty baller. Over here we have more building. And then we have the future. For everything in Switzerland is Swiss.
Master key that opens your apartment and the front door. And it's almost unpickable. I have a question for you. Can you explain why you would need 10-inch thick doors? 2 of them. To house Christmas trees and plastic storage bins. Is that normal? I'm very worried. We're going to the Zurich Game Show and we're going to be part of a panel of only us. And it's intense and I'm ready. But I'm scared. But I'm ready. But I'm scared. Hopefully we don't just show up on there and we're like, hello, it's my first panel. Hee hee hee. Adjust glasses.
Well, you know, I think we're just gonna have fun with it, and we're just gonna roll the punches, and whatever it is, we're just gonna do it.
That's an excellent first example.
We'll use it till look. She flops. Anyway, we gotta go this way.
What if she flops? What if she?
Yeah, we are
flops?
going the so wrong way.
But honestly, that's like gonna be insane. Just go in front of people, talk about what we're doing, and then asking them like quiz questions, and then tomorrow figuring out what other stuff we're gonna have them do on the panel, and then Sunday what they want to do on a panel. Let alone try to find time to actually go through the event and talk with people, and you know, look at cosplayers, look at like pro gamers. It's gonna be a very intense weekend, and I'm really excited for it.
I think the main city of Zurich feels like what we have to say is good enough to be on a panel for 3 days. I've been to conventions where the social skills and the technical knowledge are inversely proportional. The more they know about tech, the less they have social skills. And I kind of like fall in that category.
I don't know anything about tech, and I can talk your ear off about some other stuff. Like video games.
Which brings us to something kind of cool, because we've created a bunch of questions that are around like my weird technical knowledge and video games, and we're gonna quiz the city of Zurich and the Zurich Game Show. So. And
honestly, I like to say now we are officially famous in Europe, like David Hasselhoff.
Famous, air quotes famous.
You see, in the US we're spoiled with geeky conferences like PAX and Comic-Con. Switzerland has been a country for a couple hundred years now, and many other historical events happen, but none of geeky variety. Until now. And they trusted us, geeky BFFs from across the pond, to kick it off for them? Oh boy.
One thing that has been completely new this entire experience is absolutely everything. And in about an hour, we're going to go up on stage, and the stage is massive and huge. And it's all about doing things that you haven't done before, because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Come join us. Join the dark side! So this is it. It's not small. We'll give it that much. It's pretty impressive. In fact, I am usually here, so I'm not very used to this sort of thing.
Nikki, Mark and Josh from Geeks Abroad.
Geeks Abroad is basically, we're coming up onto YouTube and we are capturing the passion. We're the world's first geeky travel show.
So me and her were in a Mexican restaurant many, many months ago, and she talked about how she wanted to go from Linux videos to something different. And we talked about travel. Thank you. So we talked about travel, and I was like, well, if we go to France, I don't want to see the Eiffel Tower. That's boring. I want to see like the coolest comic book store. I want to see like the coolest like game store. I want to see where people like play with miniatures and do Warhammer. And I want to see places where people like love what they do with their friends, and not just stare at giant tall metal statues. Like we got those in America. I want to see something cool.
All aboard for our Geeks Abroad sponsor, Eurail. They gave us global Eurail travel passes to try out, and we loved it. 33 countries, unlimited possibilities. Safe global travel has never been so easy. We kicked back and truly enjoyed every bit of life within Europe's gorgeous landscapes, vast stretches of water, and incredible mountain regions. Honestly, we chose Eurail over cramped airplane travel every time. Now for another thing that really surprised us, the travel pass covered us in first class, and oftentimes we got free gourmet food, salad, pasta, full multiple course meals, and of course you can't forget the wine. No exaggeration, our Eurail pass felt like a golden ticket by Willy Wonka. We were actually happy and excited for our trip each time we used the rail pass, not stressed. Our only real worries was where to put our beer. Even happier knowing we get discounts on hotels, tours, and so much more. Eurail is extra flexible with scheduling now, so head over to eurail.com and find out what travel pass is best for you today.
We did it! We did the thing!
Yeah, we did the thing all right.
How do you feel after the panel? Were you nervous?
It was super nerve-wracking, but it ended up being okay at the end, and I think that's with a lot of things. Like, you don't really realize that it's all going to be okay, and it was a huge risk, but there was a big reward in it, and I think that was the main thing.
How do you feel that it was on the stage? Were you nervous?
You know what? Not at all. It felt really fun, especially when we saw all the people there. It was great.
Before we launched Geeks Abroad, I reached out to those in the community that I had started called Geek Beacon, so you'll actually see that we had a host from almost every country that we went to. This is Ollie. He was excited to see us and very happy that they finally kicked off a gaming conference here in Zurich.
So I was curious, you have been wanting a game show to happen for a while, right?
Yes.
Now? And what about it, like, is kind of, have you ever seen a setup like this before?
No, not really. It's really special because there are couches here where you can play. It's more like a comfortable zone.
It is.
Where
It is
you can
comfy.
game, and On other conventions I saw it's more like standing and too much people, you wait too long.
You wait.
It's really cool
There's
here.
no lines here.
No lines.
It's so cool. Well, it's kind of a trip that we played PUBG together and we had no pants on.
It was
and
so
now
funny.
we're here. Pants squad. Hashtag no pants.
Spot?
Yeah, no pants squad. Yeah, we don't wear
Okay,
pants.
I remove my pants here.
Yeah, everyone just like toss your pants off.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the event was actually all the independent game developers that finally got a chance to showcase their passions, which is what Geeks Abroad is all about. Let's hear a little bit from them now.
So we did a crowdfunding campaign for this game, which is called Niche Genetic Survival Game, about 1.5 years ago. And we were basically doing it not so much for the money, even though we really could have used the money at this point. It was more to like give our community that we had slowly built up a chance to support it, and we also set the goal pretty low so that we were more or less sure that we could achieve it and everyone could have a feeling of success together. And then that worked out better than expected. We had tried to get 15,000 and in the end we got about 75, and that enabled us to get the early access version ready and head to the next step.
Hello everybody, I'm Mark and I'm here with Luciano, aka Kefka from Silent Gaming.
Hi guys.
Top esports team in Switzerland.
Yes, exactly. And then we had a friend who's from Silent Gaming, from the organization, and they said, hey, we need a Dota 2 team, how about you guys? And we were like, yeah, why not? I mean, a sponsorship and a nice t-shirt, a nice logo.
I gotta get that.
And it's all about doing things that you haven't done before, because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it.
And just like that, like I said before, it really wasn't easy, but it absolutely was worth it. And we could think of no better way to help us celebrate face-checking our fears than to have a good old-fashioned Swiss fondue party.
If we leave this for a little while it's set, it's very healthy.
Okay, go. You just like a normal person. Oh, wow. Very.
Oh, they got Captain America in this thing.
They have a regular ass Nintendo, they got VHS.
Hang on,
This is ridiculous.
I think they got Gundam.
This is why we go Geeks Abroad. We're looking for places like this. Look, it's Stormtrooper.
And it's right outside the hotel.
That's right outside our hotel.
We need to come here for Oh, wow. That is cheaper than we've been spending forever.